well. A freshman at guard, number 50, Cliff Hayes. A junior at center, number 52, Alex Cundert. A junior at tackle, number 65, Andrew Melvin. A senior at guard, number 67, Colton Hassel. And finally, a senior at tackle, number 68, Casey Smith. The Papermakers are under the direction of head coach Jason Becker and his assistants Randy Beek, Paul Weber, John Kakulka, Pat Weltenberg, Sean Woods, and Colton Kakulka.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Holland Field in Nekoosa, Wisconsin, and another round of high school football. We have an interesting matchup this evening as the Columbus Cardinals travel to Nekoosa to take on the Papermakers in non-conference football action. My name is Tom Kirst. Joining me behind the camera tonight is Mr. Jim Allen, and we certainly are glad you could join us. As always, our thanks goes out to Nekoosa High School and RCCA Media for helping us bring you telecasts of NHS sports. Well, 4 games into the season, and this Nekoosa football team finally gets a chance to play in front of the hometown crowd. First 3 weeks of the season have been tough ones, all on the road, with the Papermakers coming out on the short end in each game. Their opponent this evening is a good one, as they face a Columbus team that is yet to taste defeat in this football season. Columbus, a member of the Capital North Conference, is 3-0 on the year, with wins over Parkview, Whitewater, and New Glarus. Very good offensive team, averaging about 34 points a game. They like to run the football, and they do that very well behind senior running backs Tarek Hirschleb and Kyle Geiger. Nekoosa, a young football team, no doubt hungry for a win. Papermakers take the kick. That's Tarek Tuttle bringing up the left side and battles his way out to about the 38-yard line.
Tarek Tuttle with the return, brought down by Jake Smith.
Good night for football, that's for certain. It wasn't such a good day, though. The field is wet because of the afternoon rain. But tonight, you can see the clearing coming from the west. It's going to be a clear, cool evening here at Holland Field. Nekoosa 1st and 10 from the 38. Brandon Cundert, the quarterback behind him, Tarek Tuttle, and Aaron Peckham. And that's Peckham with the football for a very short gain as he's wrapped up by big number 74, Ben O'Connell. Boy, O'Connell 6'5", 270.
Ball carrier. Kyle Geiger in on the tackle.
Good size at that right tackle position.
The play, second down.
See, the other tackle is Alex Archambault, 6'3", 227. So 2 big tackles defensively here for Columbus. Single back is Tuttle. He gets the football. Drives his way straight ahead across the 40 to about the 41. And quickly, Nekoosa looking at a 3rd and long.
The carrier. Ben O'Connell in on the tackle. 3rd and long.
So I mentioned Cundert, the quarterback, Peckham and Tuttle, the backs. At wingback right now, I believe we have Matt McDonald. Up front, Nekoosa starts Andrew Melvin and Hunter make that Marshall Getzlaff at the tackles. Cliff Hayes, Colton Hazel at the guards, and Alex Cundert is the center. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Brandon Cundert in trouble. Got away from the first man, but won't be as lucky with the second, as he is put down for a loss
brought down
by number 54, Jake Ballweg. Another Columbus senior. Quite a few seniors on this team. 10 seniors on the roster for head coach Scott Hilber. About an equal amount of juniors and then a bunch of sophomores round out the 37-man roster for Columbus. For Nekoosa, back to punt is number 3, Jose Lopez, and he hits a good kick. Spiral over the head of the return man, and it's going to die right at the 10-yard line. Excellent kick, 51 yards on that punt. Now that powerful Columbus offense takes the field. They like to run the football. They have 2 running backs, each with about 350 yards on the season. And both also have scored 5 times already through the first 3 games. They're in the shotgun on first down, a single back next to the quarterback. And they run the football right, short gain on the play for number 8, Tarek Hirschleb. Maybe a gain of 2. Tarek Tuttle came up to put him down from his linebacker position. This really is the key to the game tonight, this Nekoosa defense. If they can play with this Columbus offense, and I'm just saying keep Columbus to 14 or 21 points, Nekoosa's got a shot. But Columbus puts up their usual 34. It's going to be a long night for Nekoosa. Peyton Henry throws it on second down, and a good catch out there by Hirschleb. And he takes it up to the sideline to the 31-yard line. First down, Columbus.
Peyton Henry hits Hirschleb.
See where they mark the football. I think it's going to be the 30. They're going to mark it at the 29. So an 18-yard pass completion.
That was made like.
Another thing about this Columbus team, their leading receivers are their running backs. So again, Hirschleb and.
First down for the Cardinals.
And the other running back, which escapes me right now. Kyle Geiger, the other leading receiver. First down run. Geiger, left side, chews up about 8.
Kyle Geiger, the ball
Matt
carrier.
McDonald came up to put him down from the secondary.
Jared Olson with the tackle.
As did Jared Olson. But that's what I'm saying we can't do. We can't give them those big chunks of yardage. Pretty good sized team. And I would assume they're pretty big up front based on how big their defensive front won. Geiger takes another 4 yards. And he's got a first down. Second first down on this drive, which started from the Columbus 10-yard line. Ball resting now at the 41-yard line. Like Poynette, Columbus, a member of the Capital North Conference. As I said, it was clearing off. It's starting to rain now. I'll never be a weather guy. First and 10. Henry pitches it this time. Short gain off that left side. That was Hirschleb, the ball carrier. And he picks up about 3.
Hirschleb on the pitch. Jared Olson in on the tackle.
Boy, Nekoosa fortunate they got such a good punt out of Jose Lopez. Really stuck Columbus in a hole, even though they're moving the football. They haven't seen midfield yet. Second and a long 7. As the rain continues to fall. Henry looks downfield. Ball's on the ground, goes out of bounds on the sack by number 68.
Casey Schmidt. Rides Peyton Henry out of bounds. Ball
Casey Schmidt.
Went out of bounds, so still Cardinal football.
I believe that was 68. Big loss on the play either way, as the ball marked back all the way to the 32-yard line. So a loss of about 14. Third and 19 now from the 32. They'll throw again. Mortel with a good rush. Ball is out. It's short, but Nekoosa misplays it. And that's a reception and a first down for number 21, Kevin Hussey.
Kevin Hussey.
Boy, oh boy, I don't know how that one got there.
First down for the Cardinals.
They needed a bunch, and they got a bunch. 22 yards on the catch. Boy, that ball just hung up in the air forever. Three backs behind the quarterback. One man moves to the slot position. And they run it right. Hirschleb. Nice tackle out there by Justin Mortel.
Hirschleb brought down by
right on the edge.
Mortel.
About 3 yards on the carry.
Gain of about 3.
Well, that's sort of a backbreaker, that last first down they picked up on that wounded duck pass. Well, you pick off that ball, it's Nekoosa that's got the great field position. You knock it down, at least Nekoosa has the football. Well, neither happened, and the Cardinals now 2nd and 7 from the 43. They run left. Kyle Geiger with a good gain close to the sticks.
Kyle Geiger with the ball carrier. Tackled again by Justin Mortel.
The referee takes a look, and it is a first down.
First down, Cardinals.
So they move the chains. The ball resting now at about the 34-yard line, I believe. No, it's marked at the 36. Quickly they run it right. Back to Geiger.
Geiger again with the carry.
Geiger, 6'2", 195 pounds. That's a load
Second down.
at their running back position. Hirschleb, 6'1", 170. Both are seniors. Both were starters last year for Coach Scott Hilber. Of course, Nekoosa coached by Mr. Jason Becker. Jason in his second year. Started out with a bang, 10-2 last year. Still looking for that first win this year, though. 2nd and 6. Nothing this time. Kyle Geiger met at the line of scrimmage. Tarek Tuttle filled the hole along with Aaron Peckham.
Geiger with the carry. Hit right at the line by Casey Smith. Third down.
Casey Smith, a 6'1", 260-pound senior, also in on that stop. 3rd down and 6. And we get a whistle and we get a flag. It can't be a delay. It was thrown by the back judge. And some type of procedure penalty. So that makes the mission a little bit tougher for this Columbus team. Instead of 3rd and 6, they're now looking at a 3rd and 11. Actually, it looks like a 3rd and 12, even a long 12. And the ball is back at the 38-yard line. So they need to get down to about the 26 here. Of course, they could. This could be 4-down territory for them. 2 receivers right, 2 left. 2 slots. Nobody in the backfield but the quarterback, Peyton Henry. And now we get another flag. This is going to be a delay of game.
Another penalty against Columbus. This time delay of game.
Boy, and then the rain is starting to fall quite hard right now. Ball security could be an issue tonight for both teams. So following the 2 penalties, now Columbus 3rd and 16. The ball back at the 43-yard line. Same formation, nobody in the backfield but the quarterback. Man in motion. And the quarterback keeps it. Finds some room through the middle. Wrapped up by number 50, Cliff Hayes.
Henry with the keeper.
After about a 7 or 8 yard pickup. Still 4th down though. Still a good chunk of yardage to go.
Bring up about 4th and 10.
Where are they going to mark that ball? Wait for the stick to go down across the way. 4th down and 9. 3:27 to play here in the first quarter. And the punt team's on for the Cardinals. Running back is the punter, by the way, so you got to be careful here. Geiger hits a good kick. Nekoosa's going to let it bounce, and it just dies on about the 3-yard line. Wow, good kick by Kyle Geiger. Pins Nekoosa way back in their own territory.
Punt by Geiger.
And you can't ask for a better result than that.
Down right around the 2.
So Columbus takes a lot of time off the clock, moves the ball for 4 first downs and about 60 yards, but penalties kill him. And Nekoosa with the football. Papermaker offense has run 3 plays thus far. Let's see what they do here. 1st and 10 from the 2-yard line. And we get a flag before the play. And that's going to be a procedure penalty on Nekoosa.
Penalty against Papermaker.
The good thing about this penalty, it's only going to be a 1-yard penalty.
Halfway to the goal line.
They mark it off halfway to the goal, which is the 1. And Nekoosa now 1st and 11 from the 1-yard line. The wide side of the field is the right side for the Papermakers. They send 2 receivers that way and run it right up the gut with Tuttle. And Tarek does a good job of getting some room out near the 5-yard line.
Tuttle with the carry. Brought down by Jake Baldwin.
So a gain of 4. 2nd and 7.
2nd down.
Nekoosa having a few problems with their PA system tonight. Peckham, right side. Tried to get outside, couldn't do it. Nice play on the corner. Trying to pick up the number of the player who made that. Number 3, Noah Coughlin made a good play. Coughlin, a 6-foot sophomore. No gain on the play. So Nekoosa now facing that 3rd and 7. Papermakers have run the ball 4 times. Make that 5 times for 7 yards this far. Quick throw, batted down to line of scrimmage by number 70. I thought it was 71, but it's 72, Austin Kruss. And 4th down rolls around. Boy, we're going to need another good effort out of Lopez, huh?
Yes.
That was one good kick he had. What did I say before? 51 yards, that first kick. So both punters sort of the standouts here in the first quarter. Good snap, plenty of time, and not such a great effort this time. Taken at the 36-yard line. Sam Ott is swallowed up. Good coverage by Nekoosa that time. About a 29-yard kick, a 3-yard return. And Aaron Peckham made the stop on the special teams. .144 to play here in the first quarter. No score thus far. But Columbus with great field position starting from the Nekoosa 34-yard line. Short field this time. Everybody tight on 1st down. 3 backs behind the quarterback, Henry. They run right. Nice play by that Nekoosa defense. Kyle Geiger is thrown down. Cliff Hayes and number 72, Brett Gillenzoff, in on the stop.
Tag team on the tackle, Cliff Hayes and Tarek Tuttle. No gain on the play, 2nd down.
2nd and 10. Columbus has run the ball 11 times this far, thrown it twice. And I believe it's Columbus is going to take the timeout with 1:14 to play here in the opening period. This is the last ball game of the non-conference schedule here in 2014. Nekoosa is going to begin conference play next Friday night down at Wisconsin Dells. And how are the teams doing in the conference, you ask? Well, let me tell you. So we know Nekoosa was beaten last week by Poynette 28-14. Wautoma got a big win over Lodi. That was an upset. Lodi was ranked like number 9 in their division in the state. And Wautoma really took it to them, beating them by 19 on Lodi's home field. Cambridge nipped Adams Friendship 21-14. The Green Devils are looking improved this year. Boston got their first win when they defeated Belleville 26-25. Watertown Luther Prep beat the Dells 33-13, and Marshall topped Westfield 43-14. Tonight, besides this ball game, Lake Mills is at Wautoma, Lakeside Lutheran at the Dells, Westfield at New Glarus, Adams Friendship at Waterloo, and Mauston is at Wisconsin Heights. 2nd and 10 for Columbus as they mark the ball in play at the 34-yard line. Hirschleb broke one tackle, dove ahead for another 3 or 4 yards. Excuse me, that was Geiger on the carry. Cliff Hayes got the stop. Not till Geiger picked up 6. 3rd and 4 now for the Cardinals. Right back to Geiger. Left side, he's met. And a good effort by Nekoosa as a team defense, but
Geiger again.
Where they're marking the football,
the first hit.
It appears to be first down yardage. Referee Mark Horn takes a look at the sidelines. And now they're going to mark it a little bit short with the chains. But we're going to get a measurement.
Attention on the field, the first entrance of the chain gang.
By the way, next week when conference play starts, I've mentioned Nekoosa is going to be at the Dells. Mauston will be at Westfield, and Adams Friendship at Wautoma. Coming into tonight's play, Wautoma, the only South Central Conference team with 2 wins. They stand at 2-1 in non-conference play. Adams Friendship, the Dells, Westfield, and Mauston all 1-2. And Nekoosa, the only SCC team without a win. So the measurement is completed. 4th down, it's going to roll around 4th and probably about a foot. Let's see if quarterback Peyton Henry, not Patrick Henry, but Peyton Henry, just keeps the football here and goes behind his big center. Oh. They tried the long count. I think they were trying to get Nekoosa to jump, and I believe Columbus jumped. Definitely movement in the backfield. The officials are going to talk it over. For all I know, maybe Nekoosa jumped first. But the running back and the right end definitely moved for Columbus. And the decision is a procedure penalty.
Start against Columbus.
That's their 3rd penalty here in the first quarter. This is a big one. Instead of 4th and a foot, now it's 4th 5 yards and a foot. Ball's at the 30, so the Cardinals are going to go for it here. 2 receivers split right, 2 backs behind the quarterback. Henry hands it off. Hirschleb did not get there. Tarek Tuttle came up and brought down Geiger, not Hirschleb. Geiger for about a 3-yard gain. He needed 5, so Nekoosa takes the ball over on downs. Hey, the Nekoosa defense up to the task, up to the challenge thus far in this ball game. They've given up some yards, but they have not given up any points here in the opening period, of which 16 seconds remain. And Nekoosa in the shotgun on 1st and 10. Peckham, the motion man, got the football, and he's going to be buried by Alex Archambault. Archambault. Boy, he was all over Aaron Peckham. He's a hard guy to carry at 6'3", 227. They're going to mark it for a loss of about 7, and with that play, the first quarter comes to an end. So we've got a battle here at Holland Field after 1. Nekoosa nothing, and Columbus nothing. So Nekoosa 2nd and 17 as we start the second period. The ball back on the 20-yard line. And the rain's still coming down here at Holland Field. Cundert from the shotgun. Little toss to Tuttle. Outfoxed the first man. Good move there by Tarek to get back across the 20-yard line. Gain of about 3.
Cundert hit Tuttle on the flat. Jules Momart in on the tackle.
Nekoosa's first completion of a pass in this ball game. First quarter stats, Columbus with 76 total yards, 40 of those in the air, 36 on the ground. Nekoosa -1 total yards in that first quarter. Timeout on the field, 11:32 to play in the half. 3rd and 14 from the 23. Nekoosa sure would like to pick the first down up here, but they sure would not like to turn the ball over. Field position is important right now. Cundert had a man out here with Sam Tweedy, but pass a bit short out at the 30-yard line. So 4th down again for the Papermakers.
4th down.
It's interesting. Columbus has won 3 games in this football season, but all 3 of their opponents are winless heading into week 4. Closest game they had was last week. And that was against New Glarus Monticello. That game was actually tied at halftime, I believe, at 14. Line drive punt by Lopez. Picked off by Sam Ott. And Ott still on his feet inside the 40. Boy, looked like he broke about 3 tackles. They just ran right through some arm tackles. Justin Mortels is saying the ball came out, but I don't believe it's going to be Nekoosa football. Nice return by Ott.
Andrew Melvin in on the tackle.
So he takes it back from about his own 45-yard line down to the 24. And I tell you what, the field position just keeps getting better and better for this Columbus team. First possession, they started from their own 10. Second possession from the Nekoosa 34. And now their third possession of the game, they're going to start from Nekoosa 24. Geiger, left side. Boy, he ran about 5 yards before anybody touched him in blue. Good blocking on the left side by the Cardinals.
Geiger, the ball carrier.
7 yards on the carry.
Matt McDonald in on the tackle.
Matt McDonald on the stop from his safety position. Quickly to the line of scrimmage. And it's Hirschlip again. Same play, left side. And he barrels his way to a first down. Aaron Peckham came up to meet him, but I think Geiger dragged Peckham another 2 or 3 yards.
Geiger again, the ball carrier.
So that was another 6-yard carry.
Doberreiner in on the tackle.
First down number 5 for Columbus. They mark it at about the 11, so Columbus can pick up a first down here without scoring. The horse is Geiger, and he's wrapped up this time by 3, 4, maybe even 5 Papermakers.
Carrier Cliff Hayes starts the tackle. A bunch of Papermakers on that. Short gain, 2nd down.
Well, they have been really running Geiger in this ball game. Again, you look at the stats for Columbus, and the carries are pretty even, really. As a matter of fact, Geiger with 51 attempts on the air, and Hirschlip with 37. And now we get a official timeout, I believe, for a little equipment problem. 9:59 to play here in the half. 2nd and 9, ball at the 10-yard line. 3 backs behind the quarterback. Typically, they'll take that one of those backs and put him in the slot. There he goes. Or at the wing back position, I should say. Quarterback still has it. Henry puts one man on the ground and gets down close to the goal line.
Peyton Henry.
He didn't get in, but he might have first down yardage.
Jared Olson with the tackle.
Darren Olson came up to make the play for Nekoosa. A nice call by head coach Scott Hilber, as the quarterback hasn't been much of the involved in the running offense much here in this first half for Columbus.
Act 2 for the same game.
Chains coming all the way across the field this time. You know, a year ago, Columbus finished 7-4. They were 3-2 in the Capital North Conference, which includes Poynette, Columbus, Lodi, Lake Mills, Lakeside Lutheran, and Watertown Lutheran. And of course, Nekoosa and Columbus met twice last year. Fourth game of the season, Columbus
First down, Columbus.
nipped Nekoosa at Columbus, and then Nekoosa won a level 2 playoff game at Columbus later in the year. So these two teams split last season. Henry did get the first down, so first and goal from the 1. Hirschleb, I believe. No. Is that Hirschleb or Geiger? That's Geiger.
Touchdown, Kyle Geiger.
Geiger takes it in from a yard out. And Columbus cracks the scoring column with that 1-yard run. It comes at the 9:36 mark of this first quarter. So that field position, or the change in field position, really helping the Cardinals here. That was a 24-yard drive. Short field always helps. Logan Wright on to attempt the point for the Cardinals. And he lost his footing, and that kick is going to sail underneath the crossbar. We played a little over a quarter, 9:36 to play in the half. It's now Columbus 6 and Nekoosa nothing. Logan Wright is ready to kick it away. We get a whistle, though, before the kick. I'm not sure what that was about. And I think all we're going to do is re-kick it. I'm not sure what the referee is saying, but the ball's going to go right back to the 40-yard line. We're going to try it again. Officials trying to keep the ball dry tonight. I believe the rain has stopped again. But you know that field is wet out there. Field in very good shape. Really took care of it this summer, of course, with the American Legion State Tournament being played here at Holland Field. It's going to get chewed up a bit tonight. Line drive kick tumbles to Tarek Tuttle at the 17. Tarek finds an opening, hurdles a man, runs over another, and a spirited return out to the 42-yard line.
Finally brought down by Logan Wright. Paper maker football.
So good field position for Nekoosa. See if they can move the football now. Down by 6. Peckham picks a hole across the 45. About 3 yards on the carry.
Stormer brings him down.
Stormer on the staff for Columbus. Aaron had a hole that time. He got through that front line and had a decision to make, and I think the hesitation cost him a few yards. Good pursuit by this Columbus defense. 2 receivers to the short side of the field, 2 to the long side of the field. This is Tweedy. Got away from the first man. Sam trying to get outside is chased down.
Sam Tweedy gets chased down.
Pretty good speed by the big guy as Archambault caught the smaller man and tossed him out of bounds for no gain. Nekoosa has had no success at all running the ball wide tonight. Of course, they haven't had a whole lot of success running the ball anyway. Papermakers with 2 yards in rushing offense on 8 carries. Condert wants to throw it. Now he's going to try to run for it, and Brandon got the first down.
Brandon Condert with the keeper.
Good speed that time by the Nekoosa quarterback. He takes it from his own 46 down to the Columbus 42. That's 14 yards. And Nekoosa's first down of the evening. Ball at the 42. Quarterback keeps it. Condert. Another good gain, this time down to the 35.
Tackle by Baldwin Stormer.
We're going to mark him at the 36, so a gain of 6. Hey, we'll take that every time, huh?
Gain him about 7 on that play.
So all of a sudden the quarterback, the leading rusher here for Nekoosa. Nekoosa's going to give 5 of it back now in a procedure penalty. Nekoosa's had that tendency on offense this year to shoot themselves in the foot with either turnovers, penalties, or mental mistakes. I guess this one falls into 2 of those categories, mental mistakes and penalties. Nekoosa's second procedure penalty of the first half. So now instead of 2nd and short, we're back to 2nd and 8. David Dyer lines up wide right. That's Tweedy in motion. And Sam gets the football. He's not going to find much room out there. Good penetration, number 1. And then Tanner Perry came up from his linebacker spot and put the Nekoosa junior down for about a 8-yard loss. So Nekoosa going backwards here after setting 2nd and 3. Now it's 3rd and 16, the ball at the 47. 7:10 to play here in the first half. You know, we haven't seen a big play out of Nekoosa's offense yet this year. It's coming. Sooner or later, it's coming. How about right now? They're going to screen. And Columbus sniffs that up, but Tuttle puts up a heck of a fight
Tuttle shaking off some tacklers
to get back to midfield.
Brought down by Alec Archambault.
I think that took a little bit out of Tarek.
Heavily 4th and long.
It's a heck of an effort. But 4th down rolls around. Tarek actually lost 2 on that catch. Lopez. That's a nice spiral. Gonna let it bounce and rolls right into the end zone for Columbus. So they'll get it out at the 20-yard line.
Cardinals have started their 20.
So Columbus with it, but they've got 80 yards between them and the goal line right now. With 6:08 to play here in the half. Each team has used 1 timeout. In case that enters play here in the last few minutes. Temperature tonight probably about, what, 45 degrees or so? It's supposed to get down into the 30s tonight. This is only September 12th, mind you. It's been a strange summer. Hirschlip and Geiger behind the quarterback, Henry. Henry's going to throw it. Looking deep. Got a man out there, but overthrows him. Blake Streeter, the intended receiver. Good coverage by Jared Olson. 2nd down.
Jared Olson in coverage.
Cornerbacks out there right now, Jared Olson, who is a junior, and Tanner Lieber, a senior. Safety for the Papermakers is Matt McDonald. We'll get the linebackers here in a second. 2nd and 10 from the 20. Little misdirection. And who has the football out there?
Jared Hirschleb, the ball carrier.
Hirschleb was the ball carrier. And he picks up a first down out across the 30-yard line, a gain of 12 for Hirschleb. Nekoosa linebackers right now, number 38 is Caleb Dobreiner. Inside linebackers are Aaron Peckham and Tarek Tuttle. And the other outside linebacker, number 47, Justin Mortel. 1st and 10 from the 33. Geiger. Boy, look at him struggle for yards, huh?
Geiger, the carrier.
Out to the 40-yard line. That's a gain of about 7.
Jared Olson in on the tackle.
Columbus quickly to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 4. Geiger right. Hit at the line of scrimmage by Mortel. But the big guy lunges forward near a first down.
Brings him down.
And I believe he's got it. They move the sticks again.
First down for Columbus.
Ball out to the 43-yard line. You know, Nekoosa with only 3 home games this year. This is one of them, of course. Papermakers will be on the road again next week and the week after. And then they finish the season with 2 of their last 3 ball games here at Holland Field. 1st and 10 from the 44. Geiger.
Geiger takes the pitch.
Maybe a couple. Tuttle and Peckham in on the step. Clock running. 4:35 to play
You want to be introduced.
here in the first half.
Players, cheerleaders, and coaches. I'm going to want you down in the end zone by the flagpole by the time the clock hits 0.
Quite a few umbrellas across the way. We've got, of course, some out on Nekoosa's side over here as well. It's actually a pretty good crowd for the weather that we have tonight. Grass is mighty wet. I'm sure those bleachers are too. 2nd and 9. Hirschleb again. And a good productive carry this time for Tarek Hirschleb.
Hirschleb, the carrier.
About 2 yards short of the first down. He picks up 7 on the carry.
The
freshman Brett Gillenzoff put him down. Third and about 3. I think that's Coughlin that carried that time.
Henry with the ball.
Now that was Coughlin that got the carry. It was a pitch from Henry to Coughlin, his first carry of the night, and he came up about a yard short of that first down. 4th down coming up. Ball is at the 47. They need to make the 46. They hand it off. And the pile looked like it moved far enough ahead for that first down. It's a good effort by that Nekoosa D.
Another tackle by Brett Gildenzoff.
Casey Smith in on the stop along with Justin Mortel. But it is a first down. 1st and 10. Ball position now at the 45-yard line. 2:50 to play in the half. The clock is running. Again, Columbus with 2 timeouts left here in the half. Look for him to throw the football here pretty soon. Not here, though. Hey, nice play in the backfield. Who is that masked man, huh? 72, Gillenzoff. Brett Gillenzoff made the play. as he took down Tarek Hirschlub for a loss of about 3.
First of the carry. Huddle and Gilden's off in on the tackle. Loss on the play. Second down.
I sure thought they were going to throw it there. 2:10 to play. Second and 13 from the 48. They throw it here, little screen. Kevin Hussey with a catch. Aaron Peckham came out to put him down.
Down by Aaron Peckham.
Hussey did manage to get the ball back to the original line of scrimmage, though. And 3rd and 10 rolls around with 1:40 to play in the half. Again, I'm surprised by Columbus. They're not really quick up to the line of scrimmage. They haven't really tried to throw the ball downfield, and they're running out of clock. Henry's going to throw it. Got time. Airs it out. Mortel in coverage and makes a good play, knocking it away from Noah Coughlin. 4th down. And the punt team's coming on for Columbus.
Justin Mortel.
I would think the instructions here from Coach Becker to his special teams is, number 1, look out or watch the fake here, or watch for the fake, because the punter is number 34, Kyle Geiger, their best running back. And number 2, don't take any chances in returning the punt. Sam Tweedy, the only man back waiting for that punt, but you certainly don't want to miscue down there. Tweedy comes up, he's going to let it hit, and it takes a favorable bounce for Nekoosa, and they'll have the ball at about the 20-yard line. So a net of about 25 yards of the punt. Minute 6 to play in the half.
1 minute and 6.
Columbus with the only score here in the second quarter, that on a 1-yard run. And right now they're clinging on to that lead. Nekoosa with 2 timeouts. I don't expect to see a whole lot of, or any chances here taken by Nekoosa. They certainly don't want to go down more than 1 score at halftime. Again, both teams with 2 timeouts left. Straight ahead, Tuttle. Tarek for 4.
Tarek Tuttle with the carry, brought down by Will Stormer.
Stormer on the stop. The clock continues to run. We're down to about 50 seconds. And Nekoosa's not going to hurry to the line of scrimmage, I wouldn't think. Nekoosa in the shotgun. That surprises me. Cundard's going to throw, or try to. Hang on to that football, Brandon. He does a good job of that. And he's wrapped up for a loss back at about the 18-yard line. Now Columbus could use those timeouts if they wanted to. I'd make Nekoosa punt the football. But evidently Coach Hilber on the other side is going to be content with his lead going into halftime. As Nekoosa is not really interested in running another play. The clock winding down. And that is the end of this first half. So a pretty close half of football, at least on the scoreboard. At the break, it's Columbus 6 and Nekoosa nothing. Hey, no rain out here at Holland Field. Second half coming up shortly. Who knows, maybe even the temperature is holding. I can't quite tell, but it's a fall-like evening. Good ball game, though. Columbus on top 6-0 as we enter the third period. Only score of this ball game came in quarter number 2. Columbus scored on a 1-yard Kyle Geiger run. The attempt to kick, or the conversion attempt, the kick failed. And that's where we're at heading into the second half. Game's been pretty much dominated by Columbus, especially that Columbus D. That's been very tough. Nekoosa with only 1 first down in that first half. Lopez puts a toe into it. And the ball is picked up at about the 15-yard line. Kevin Hussey is put to the ground. Nice hit by Jared Olson. And Columbus with the football. You know, if you got a wet field tonight, it's sort of amazing. We haven't had any turnovers yet. So both teams really taking care of the football, but then again, both teams playing maybe a little more conservatively than they would on a dry field. Big possession here for Nekoosa defense. Got to dig in and stop this offense, get the ball back, and get something going offensively. Two receivers split left. They run this way. And that is number 8, Tarek Hirschleb with the football. And he takes it up to about the 30-yard line and gave him a 4, maybe 5 on the carry.
Cliff Hayes in on the tackle.
Freshman Cliff Hayes. Nekoosa starts one freshman in both the offense and defensive lines. Cliff Hayes is a starting guard offensively. Of course, he's out there playing defense right now. Brett Gillenzoff is a starting tackle defensively for Nekoosa. And again, he too a freshman. Right now, both Hayes and Gillenzoff in the ball game. They run left. First down carry across the 40-yard line. Hirschleb again. Jared Olson on the stop. Jared, a junior, getting his first year of varsity experience. There's a lot of these Nekoosa players are. And this Nekoosa team is getting better every week. There is simply no doubt about it. Their worst half of football occurred the first 2 quarters of the year when Omro put up 27 in the first quarter. I think they had 34 at halftime. But since that time, this Nekoosa defense has been pretty good. Flag on the play. We're going to get a hold coming up on
Geiger, the carrier.
The offense.
Tackle in on the carry. Flag on the play.
Geiger took it for about 6-7 yards, but as I said, it's coming back. The flag laying at the 44-yard line.
The Cardinal.
So that should set it back to about the 34. Marked off by the umpire. After seeing the scores, the results of the conference games through 3 weeks of the football season, it sure looks like Wautoma is going to be the team to beat this year. And as we predicted before, the other 5 teams, it's a crapshoot. Pretty evenly matched. But Wautoma certainly would be the leading contender right now. Henry. Not going to get out of there. I thought he was going to head upfield, but he never did. And part of the reason he didn't was that big number 63, Andrew, make that 65, Andrew Melvin was out there, along with 68, Casey Smith, to make the tackle. Smith, the left tackle right now for Nekoosa. Melvin, the left, excuse me, he's the, yes. Melvin, the left end for Nekoosa. 2nd and 25. That's a bunch. They run it. Hirschleb, short gain. Maybe a yard. And Nekoosa doing exactly what they need to do right now. Just need a big stop here on 3rd down.
Papermakers there. We'll give it to Brett Gildendaw.
Well, that penalty really hurting Columbus here on this possession. They would have been sitting 2nd and 3 at about the 48-yard line. That penalty set them back and gave Nekoosa some momentum. And now the defense has turned in 2 very good plays. 3rd down and 23. Make that, 20. Make that 25 to go here on 3rd down. They need to get down to Nekoosa 48. Short throw, good play. Justin Mortel puts down Tarek Hirschleb.
Brought down by Justin Mortel.
Short gain on the play and 4th down, rolls around.
4th and long.
So Columbus with the football for about 3.5 minutes. They're going to have to punt it away to Nekoosa now. And Nekoosa just a big play away from being right back in this game. Sam Tweedy back along with Justin Mortel and Tarek Tuttle. Again, the punter is the running back, Geiger. He hits a good kick. Tweedy from the 30. Outruns the first man, big block, and that's going to be called a block on the back, I believe. I thought Melvin did a pretty good job of getting a block on the corner. But the flag came out immediately, and that's going to cost Nekoosa 15 yards. So instead of having the ball at the 43, it's going to come all the way back, probably inside the Nekoosa 20. 10-yard penalty, so probably back to the 24. So it cost Nekoosa about 20 yards. Melvin had the block all planned out, and sad thing there is probably didn't even need the block. Tootie was past the man that Melvin blocked already. So it is at the 24, 1st and 10. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Tarek Tuttle, the back behind quarterback Brandon Kundert. Tuttle struggles forward for about, well, we'll say 2 yards. Got a flag dropped by the referee.
The ball carrier.
It's going to be a face mask, I believe,
Bunch of white
on Columbus.
Bringing him down.
5 or 15, let's see. 5-yard penalty. It's not an automatic first down, but they'll replay it down, so it'll be first down and about 4, I believe. Well, they have second down on the board over there. That should not be second down. It should be first down. I hope the chains are wrong. It's not second down. Kundert kept it, and he's met by about 3 or 4 here on the left side. Number 54, Jake Ballwig, made the first contact. And now what I believe should be second down, even though they have third down on the chains. Now the referee is telling him to change it to second down. No, it hasn't been done yet. They're working on it. So second down and about 3. Peckham turns it upfield.
Aaron Peckham gets hit on the corner by Hartford.
Again, no gain. Josh Stelzner, a 6'4", 255-pound defensive lineman, in on the stop. Boy, this Columbus team does have good size in the offensive and defensive line, along with some athletes that can play defense. I swear to gosh, it should be third down. But Nekoosa punts it away. Ball is touched back there and then picked up. Nice return by Sam Ott, as he did manage to get away from the first man, picked up 4 or 5 yards before Aaron Peckham put him down.
So in a couple minutes, it would be announcing the 50-50 numbers. 50-50 numbers.
It's going to be interesting to see this on tape again.
The winner is going to get $104.
Nekoosa ran Tarek Tuttle for 3 yards. There was a penalty on the play. Should have been 1st and 3. Then they ran 2 plays, and then they punted the football. I think Nekoosa was shorter to play there. Matters not as Columbus has it. Oh, look out here. Oh, nice play by Martell as he came up to meet Kyle Geiger. It looked like Geiger was just on the verge of busting out of there. But Martell made a good tackle. Geiger did get 4, but it could have been a whole lot more. Nekoosa has scored 34 points on the season. That's through, 3.5 games. It's not enough to win a whole lot of games when you're averaging 10, 11 points a game. But the defense has played very well tonight, as they do here on second down.
Geiger the carrier.
Geiger
Cliff Hayes with the tackle.
Takes it out to about the 38-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and 4. Cliff Hayes on the stop. Boy, those freshmen are really involved in the defense here in the second half. Gillenzoff is out right now. Ryan Kuntz in at that right tackle position. A pitch. Tarek Tuttle puts him down, but it's a first down. Boy, Tuttle came up and made a good tackle. But Noah Coughlin on the pitch picks up the first down.
If you've got tickets,
And with 5:05 to play here in the third quarter, Columbus moves the chains.
Head on down to that nice friendly gentleman in the
Ball is at the 43-yard line.
by the north end zone. He's got a little something for you. 765-149.
Henry hands it off. Hirschleb, 4 yards, out to the 47.
Tackle made by Andrew Melvin.
Andrew Melvin makes a lot of stops too for this Nekoosa defense. I think I do have the tackling stats here for this defense. Tarek Tuttle, leading tackler on the team. Look at that, Aaron Peckham. Tarek Tuttle right behind him. Andrew Melvin, Brett Gillenzoff, Matt McDonald, Justin Mortel, all in that top 7 or 8. And this defense has had to work hard tonight against a pretty good Columbus offense. Man in motion is Coughlin. They run Geiger, and he is met and put to the ground. Maybe a gain of 2.
Jared Olson.
Jared Olson came up to make the play along with Ryan Kuntz. Cliff Hayes was in there. Justin Mortel.
4-9, still looking for it.
Quickly to the line of scrimmage, 3rd and about 3. Hirschleb make that
Geiger the carrier.
Geiger. And first down yardage.
Hayes with the tackle.
It's a nice little strategy. You got a big 3rd down, a short play coming up. Get up the line of scrimmage, run the play before the defense can get set. Good call by Coach Hilber and his staff across the way. Of course, Scott Hilber, the former Nekoosa head high school coach. Scott was here for about, I'm guessing, 7 or 8 seasons and did an outstanding job at turning this program around. They had floundered for a couple of years and Scott took over. It took him about 3 or 4 years to accomplish the feat, but boy, did he do a great job here in Nekoosa, and he's doing a great job at Columbus as well.
Hirschleb the carrier.
Hirschleb with a short gain of about 3 as we get down to the 3-minute mark of this third quarter. It's just been a real tough physical football game. Neither team giving up anything that they don't have to give up. Hard hitting, a lot of gang tackles in this ball game. Defense is really rushing to the football. Ooh, near fumble there, but Geiger picks up a good gain.
Geiger hangs on to it.
You know, Henry fumbled the snap, recovered it, gave it to Geiger, and Geiger started popping it around. But unfortunately, there was no penetration that time in the Nekoosa defense, so they got away with both bobbles. Turnover would be nice to see right now. Hopefully this Nekoosa defense is not wearing down as we're down to the 2-minute mark of this third quarter. Columbus has dominated the game offensively, moving it between the 20s. First down run here by Geiger. McDonald and Jared Olson on the stop. Boy, Jared Olson in on a lot of stops tonight.
A very generous lady. Our winner is Alice Lavin. And Alice donated $54 back to the class. Let's hear it for Alice. Thanks for everyone who buys those tickets.
Minute 45 to play in the third. 1st and 10 from the 32. Quarterback Henry keeps it and picks up about 4 straight ahead. Make that 5. Columbus quickly to the line of scrimmage again. That big offensive line that Columbus has can wear you down. And it might be happening right now, this Nekoosa front. Hirschleb,
with the carry,
make
Peckham
that
with the tackle.
Geiger, picks up another 3 maybe. They haven't broke a lot of big plays tonight, but they've been really consistent with the 4, 5, 6-yard run. And again, the offense for Columbus has been on the field most of this second half, really most of the game. I'm not charting the plays, but I would guesstimate that Columbus has probably run 3 times the plays Nekoosa has run tonight offensively. 3rd and 3. Hey, nice play in the backfield. Geiger put down. Tarek Tuttle in the backfield.
Tarek Tuttle.
Wrapped up the big guy's ankles and put him to the ground for a loss of about a yard. And it's 4th down. Ball's at the 25.
4th down.
Clock is running down. We're down to about 12 seconds, but I don't think that's going to matter. I think you'll probably see Columbus run a play here. I don't even think they're aware of the clock. Now the coaching staff is, and they're going to tell them to hold off until the next quarter. So the 3rd quarter comes and goes quickly. No scoring. Going into the 4th, their score, Columbus 6 and Nekoosa nothing. 4th quarter, big play to begin the 4th. 4th and 3 from the 25 for Columbus. Nekoosa needs a stop here. Quarterback has it. He's got a lot of green in front of him. And Henry has a 1st down. He's still in bounds, and he's going to score.
Peyton Henry hits the
Big
corner.
play by Peyton Henry.
Touchdown.
It's on the
Columbus.
keeper. He takes it 25 yards to pay dirt. And it's 12-0 now. The Columbus Cardinals on top. That score comes at the 11:51 mark of this period. And Nekoosa in a bit of a hole now, down 2 scores with, well, 12 minutes left in the game. We'll see if the Cardinals go for 2 here. They will. 1 receiver split wide left, 2 backs. Make that 3 backs. Now a wing back positions himself on the right side, and Henry's going to throw it, and it's picked off. Nice play by Justin Mortel. Too bad he can't return that football.
Nice hit
But the
by
conversion
Justin Mortel.
fails. 11:51 to play in the game. It's now Columbus 12 and Nekoosa nothing. Columbus will kick the football. Nekoosa with Tuttle and Tweedy back deep. This is Tarek Tuttle from the 21. Tarek's going to take it cross country. Breaks the tackle. Breaks 2 tackles. And again, a great run.
Returned by Tarek Tuttle.
Great run because it's just a real hard run by Tarek Tuttle. He didn't want to go down. And we have an injured player back on the field. Back at the 31-yard line for Columbus. So he's going to be tended to. I don't think it's a serious injury. I think maybe he lost his, got the wind knocked out of him. But 12-0, 11:39 to play.
All right, paper-maker football.
The injured player was Justin Grimes for Columbus. Unfortunately, Justin taken off on a stretcher. It looks like he might have a leg injury, possibly a fracture. So we're wishing the best for Justin. Back to football, 1st and 10 from the 49-yard line. Nekoosa. Boy, that east-west running just not working out at all. That time,
Peckham brought down by Bowling.
I'd say 4 or 5 white shirts in the backfield waiting for Peckham. Be nice if Nekoosa had some type of little reverse or something off of that play. Because it has not been effective tonight. I don't think Nekoosa, and I really don't have the stats anymore, but I'm wondering if Nekoosa even has positive yardage tonight on offense. 2nd and 13 from the 46. It's been a struggle. Quick throw. Got a man. David Dahr with a catch. short gain
Thunder hits David Dar.
of about 3, but positive yards.
Tackled by Sam Ott.
We'll give him 4.
5-yard gain. Third down.
We're going to mark it right at midfield. Nekoosa probably to the point now offensively where, you know, if they're sitting at the 50-yard line, they will probably go for it on 4th down unless it's 4th and a bunch. Right now, 3rd and 9. And it's going to be 3rd and 14. Offside penalty on Nekoosa. So that hurts.
Penalty against Papermakers lining up offside.
So now instead of 3rd and 9, we've got a 3rd and 14. See what Coach Jason Becker has drawn up for his offense. Gundert is going to go down. 73, Alex Archambault in the backfield.
Gundert. Tackled by Alex Archambault.
And Brandon Gundert really didn't have a chance that time. As soon as he set up and started looking downfield, there was Archambault. Not sure how you get Archambault out of that name since it ends with B-A-U-L-T. Granted, it's French, but Jose Lopez with the punt. Heads toward the sidelines, takes a kick laterally down at the 25 by Tarek Tuttle.
Football to 30.
9:29 to play. Columbus with the football and a 12-point margin, meaning lead. Again, a reminder, Nekoosa starts conference play next week. Next Friday night, we will be down at Wisconsin Dells. As the Chiefs and the Papermakers start the conference season. Here we still have 9:29 to play. Columbus 1st and 10 from the 29. Tuttle puts down the ball carrier, Geiger.
Tuttle on the tackle.
Gain of about 4 again.
Short gain, 2nd down.
Again, Columbus has been very good at picking up yards, positive yards, meaning 4, 5, 6 yards on these runs. They sputtered a few times, but for the most part, their offensive line has moved Nekoosa. And again, that's a big offensive front. Second and along 6. Geiger again. Boy, he's been a workhorse tonight. He's got a 1st down out to the 40-yard line.
Geiger the carrier.
So 4 yards on 1st down, 6 yards on 2nd down. That's all you need to move the chains.
First down, Columbus.
Nekoosa will be back here at Holland Field. I believe it's the first Friday in October. That's Pumpkin Fest weekend. That'll be homecoming weekend also for Nekoosa. So make plans now to be out here that first Friday in October. Geiger, another 5 yards, out to the 46. Clock running, 8:10 to play in the game.
Geiger keeps pounding up the middle. Casey Smith in on the tackle.
Casey Smith in on another play. Boy, we've called his number a lot tonight too. He's had a pretty good ball game. Casey is senior. 2nd and about 6. Hirschleb this time on the pitch, and he's driven out of bounds by, I believe, Mortel. Short gain of about 3, maybe 2. Let's say 2. And a 3rd and 4 coming up. Clock stopped now with 7:43 to play in the game. Columbus, by the way, is ranked in the top 10 in the WisSports.net weekly polls. They are number 4 in Division 4. So, hey, Nekoosa playing the number 4 Division 4 team. Pretty tough here tonight. Geiger grinds out another 1st down.
Geiger brought down by
to the Nekoosa 46.
First down.
Gain of about 8 on that carry. As Geiger must be well over 100 yards, heading on to 200 for the night. He's been the majority of this Columbus offense. Hirschlip really hasn't put up a whole lot of yards tonight. But Geiger, another story. That's Hirschlip right there. Got away from the first guy, got away from the second guy. And I guess I just woke up Hirschlip, huh?
Hirschlip finally brought down
As he takes it for 9 yards
Matt McDonald.
to about the 37-yard line. Saw Scott Linsmeyer in here just a little while ago. Of course, Scott, the head coach, the girls basketball coach at Nekoosa. Of course, he gets a lot of help from Chris Stensberg there. But it's going to be a different kind of year for the Nekoosa girls on the hardwood this winter also. Lost really the entire team to graduation. Hit hard just like this Nekoosa football team. Hirschlip picked up the first down on about a 4-yard carry.
Mortel.
Justin Mortel with another stop.
First down, Cardinals.
Well, they are just moving the chains now. I thought maybe they were wearing down Nekoosa a little bit in that third quarter, and I think it's becoming very apparent here in the fourth. Got to tell you, though, I'm impressed with Brett Gillenzoff playing out there in that defensive line as a freshman. He's doing a pretty good job. Hirschlip, short carry here. Gillenzoff in on that stop, along with Tuttle and Peckham.
Peckham and Tuttle with the tackle.
Cliff Hayes has seen a lot of action both sides of the ball tonight, the other Nekoosa freshman. Nekoosa a pretty young team. They probably start, I'm guessing, maybe 4 or 5 seniors on each side of the football. Hirschlip. Still tugging. Clock continues to run, I believe. No, they stopped the clock now. Matt McDonald put him down, but it's a first down. That's why they stopped the clock. 5:27 to play.
First down, Columbus.
Another first down, this time at the 21-yard line. This Columbus team is going to be a force to reckon with in their conference, Capital North, this year. We saw Poynette last week, and I got to believe that Columbus is a better football team than Poynette. And we know that Lodi was tripped up by Watoma last week. So I think you're looking at the odds-on favorite to win that Capital North here tonight at Holland Field. 5:10 to play. Our score, Columbus 12 and Nekoosa nothing. First down and 10 from the Nekoosa 23-yard line. Poynette has moved the ball on the ground this entire drive. Geiger straight ahead, met by Tuttle. And Tarek drives him back.
Another hit by Matt McDonald.
Matt McDonald on that stop, excuse me. I saw the 5, I thought that was Tuttle. So McDonald came all the way up from that safety position. I think in Nekoosa, the defense can really crowd the line of scrimmage now, because I don't think Columbus is really thinking about throwing the ball anymore tonight. They're very content with the lead and running the football. And we get the flag before the play starts. It's going to be a procedure penalty on Columbus.
False start against Columbus.
As I mentioned, Columbus ranked number 4 in the WisSports.net weekly football rankings in Division 4. Watoma is ranked 9th this week, so they were not even in the top 10 last week, but that big win over Lodi got them the 9 spot. Poynette, which defeated Nekoosa last week, still the number 9, well, it moved up to the number 9 position in Division 5. So Nekoosa has been playing some pretty good opponents here early on. As a matter of fact, River Valley and Omro their other opponents who are not ranked are both 2-1 on the year too.
Geiger brought down by Jared Olson.
You are going to see this Nekoosa team win some conference games. I guarantee you. 4:15 to play, clock running, third down and about 4 for Scott Hilber's team. Geiger drives forward, or tries to.
Corner by Olson.
That was a nice job. Was that Jared Olson that pulled him back there? That was a heck of a play by Jared. Looks like Geiger was going to surge ahead and get that first down, but Jared held him, I believe, short. Yeah, he shorted the stick by about a foot or two. Fourth down. Quarterback sneak coming up. Nope. They run Geiger instead, and he finds a hole. He had time to stand there and look and pick his hole that time. And again, sticks move for this Columbus team.
Hunter Miller in on the tackle.
Hunter Miller with a step.
No, maybe not. Okay.
Oh, maybe not. I think Hunter Miller's on the sideline.
Casey Smith, let's give it to him.
PA announcer Steve Bouchard giving us some bad cheese there. Casey Smith with the last tackle.
6s, 8s, whatever.
Split receiver wide left this time. And Nekoosa jumped offside, I believe. No, they're going to call it on Columbus. So Columbus moved first.
Backs up the Cardinals, 5 yards, false start.
Columbus, by the way, starts their conference season next week. They will play Lodi at home. That's going to be a good ball game. And Lodi expected to be near the top spot in that conference. See if they bounce back tonight, and then, of course, the trip to Columbus next Friday night. First and goal from the 14. Hirschlub makes about the 12.
Hirschlub the carrier. Timeout on the field.
And I believe Nekoosa just took a timeout. 3:04 to play, 12-0 Columbus. All set again. It's Coach Becker, I think, just giving his defense a break there with a timeout. Second and goal from the 11. Coughlin. Toddle's got him, puts him down. Gillenzoff comes over to help out, but Tarek Tuttle made that play.
Another timeout on the field.
And Nekoosa takes another timeout. So Coach Becker wants the football back, evidently. There's 2:54 to play yet in the ball game. 12-0 Columbus. Third and 14 from, make that third and goal from the 14 for Columbus. Henry still has it. Good play out there by, I think that's Dobreiner, I'm not sure. But they contain the quarterback, and Nekoosa is going to use their last timeout of this ball game. 2:47 to play yet. One more reminder, next week, Nekoosa opens the conference season at Wisconsin Dells. And Dan and Jim and I will be down there. Get you that ball game on public access. You can always catch Nekoosa football on public access here in Wisconsin Rapids. Sundays at 6 p.m., Wednesday afternoons and Saturday afternoons. You could also watch Nekoosa high school football games from this season or even seasons gone by via the internet and on YouTube. All those games posted out there by Mr. Tom Lux, our friend at RCAA, or is it RCCA Media, River Cities Community Access. Brewers, of course, playing a big game tonight against Cincinnati. Just checking that out. Of course, you know how that game turned out. I don't. I say it's 2-1 Milwaukee right now in the top of the 7th inning. So the Brewers trying to mount that comeback. Of course, the Packers play this weekend. The Badgers play this weekend. So a big football weekend. Field goal team on for Columbus. Logan Wright puts a foot into it and misses from 28 yards out. So Nekoosa defense holds.
Field goal was blocked.
And again, hats off to this defense. They played a heck of a game tonight. They have bent, but they did not break. Well, they broke twice. 2 scores tonight for Columbus. Otherwise, Nekoosa really played well defensively. Got to work on the offensive thing, that's for certain. Got to generate a little more pop and a lot more points as we head into the next 5 regular season games. 2:42 to play. Kunder down the field. He pitches it out to Peckham on first down. And Aaron found a little opening there. Probably picked up about 2 or 3 yards. Will Stormer, 6'1", 225-pound defensive lineman, puts away Aaron Peckham there. Nekoosa now out of timeouts, by the way. 2nd and 7 from the 23. Kundert in trouble. Got away from the first man, got the ball out of there, and it's intercepted. Brandon trying to make a play. Instead makes a mistake, turns it over. That's the first turnover on the night.
Nice interception by Blake.
And right back to the field is the Nekoosa defense. I believe that's Brandon's 5th interception that he's thrown this year. His first year as the starting quarterback. Brandon just a junior. So again, every game valuable for him in gaining a little more varsity experience. You know, Nekoosa can still make the playoffs this year. All they have to do is win 3 ball games in the South Central and they're in. So hey, all is not lost here just by losing the first 4 ball games. It's a motion penalty on Columbus. Jake Smith is in the backfield now, and Jake got a little antsy that time. Did a little dance. It cost his team 5 yards. Still 2:02 to play. Looks like maybe a few substitutions in the ball game right now, and I still see Geiger out there and Hirschleb. So Smith was the wingback this last time. Back to the ground, that's Hirschleb. And he fights his way inside the 10 down to about the 6.
Hirschleb, brought down by McDonald.
I think I might be off the line. No, that's down at the 6-yard line. We're a long ways away from the football right now. And my eyes are a long way away from their youth. Minute 30 to play. Geiger, not going to get there. Jared Olson wraps him up.
On the corner by Jared Olson.
And again, the Nekoosa junior playing very well at that cornerback position tonight.
Third and goal.
A loss of about 2 on the play. Ball back to the 8 or 9 yard line, and third down rolls around. We're under a minute to play now in the ball game. Peyton Henry, the quarterback, he's been there all night. They run left, big hole this time, and that's going to be another Columbus score. Who got that one?
Down for the Cardinals.
I'm not sure who scored that touchdown. Was that Geiger? Or was that another Columbus running back? Either way, it's a 9-yard run? And it's an 18-0 ball game with 30 seconds to play. Logan Wright hasn't had a real good night kicking, but nails that one.
Logan Wright with the extra point.
Right with the extra point. 37 ticks left on the clock. 19-0 Columbus. Final seconds of this ball game finds Columbus kicking it back to Nekoosa. Line drive taken by Matt McDonald at about the 37, I think. That's a 27. And Matt fights his way out to 35. And Nekoosa with one more shot. Only 27 seconds to play. Nekoosa without a timeout now.
Matt McDonald.
Looking at the Nekoosa sideline, I see Brandon Cunder. It looks like he might have turned an ankle or something. He's on the sideline. We got a new quarterback in the game for the Papermakers. Who is that out there, Jim?
Hey, later on, you see if you can see the
Number-
garbage or any trash.
Number 10, that's Brett Sutherland, quarterback. His first snap of the season. He's going to throw. Or he wanted to. The ball came out, and I'm not sure who got it. Columbus gets the football. So Sutherland is sacked on the passing attempt, and Columbus with their second turnover tonight. Both coming in the fourth quarter. They recovered a fumble and picked off a Cunder pass.
You got to figure out how to delete that last song.
And now 20 seconds to play. And the Columbus offense back on the field. Columbus is going to come up and just take a knee and wrap this night up. Their first trip to Nekoosa, maybe ever. They're going to turn into a win for the Cardinals. As the clock runs down.
Still a good game. Congratulations to the Cardinals. Good luck to both teams.
And that'll do it here from Holland Field tonight. So Columbus makes their first trip to Nekoosa, and they walk away winners. Our final tonight, the Columbus Cardinals 19 and Nekoosa nothing. With the win, Columbus now 4-0. A great start for Scott Hilber's team on the season. They start conference play next week, taking on Lodi. For Nekoosa, the Papermakers complete their tough non-conference schedule without a win. They are 0-4 now on the season. And again, the Papermakers, too, begin conference play next week. They will travel to Wisconsin Dells. Columbus dominated tonight, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Little or no offense for Nekoosa. But the Nekoosa defense kept him in the game. First score of the game happened in the second quarter. Columbus scored from a yard out on a Kyle Geiger run. And that was our halftime score. Columbus on top 6-0. No scoring in quarter number 3. But early in the fourth quarter, Peyton Henry took it in from 25 yards on a run, giving his team a 12-0 advantage. Following an interception late in the fourth quarter, Columbus puts up their third score on a Jake Smith 9-yard run. Wright's kick give us our final of 19-0. So that's going to do it for us tonight. Again, we're heading down to the Dells next week. Join us for that ball game as well on public access. Again, you can catch Nekoosa football Mondays at 6 o'clock. That's in the evening. Wednesday afternoons and Saturday afternoons. I want to thank Jim Allen for his fine work tonight. My name is Tom Kirsch. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next time for Nekoosa Sports.